guys, welcome back to WatchGauge. I really appreciate you always tuning in. In this video, I am going to do an unboxing of a brand that I don't carry, but I happen to love. It's a great brand. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Before I do, I just want to go over some updates on WatchGauge. I know that it's been very, very quiet here on YouTube and on other social media over the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's because I'm working on a couple things that are really big. Before we get into that, let's do a wrist check. I am wearing my Stratton Synchro. There we go, let's focus it up a little bit. 40mm blue. I've been wearing this watch for a few weeks now. I am absolutely in love with it, and I just dig it. I dig it. I get a lot of comments on it, the colors, the vintage look, the modern feel. Fantastic watch. We have them on WatchGauge. Go check them out. I'll put a link in below. So let's get to some of the WatchGauge updates. I have been very, very busy behind the scenes. I have a handful of things that I've been working on. I'll kind of go into some detail on some of the things, others I can't. To start with, I've been working on a collaboration with a pretty famous group of watch people. I say famous in the watch world, that I really can't get into much detail, but we're working on a couple things that are really big and it's super exciting. That's been absorbing a lot of my time. We're also working on starting a video podcast. I have a couple of guys that I'm partnering up with there. We're going to be doing a traditional podcast that we're going to put on SoundCloud and iTunes and everywhere else, but we're also going to video it at the same time so we can put it up here on YouTube on a separate channel, which I think is really exciting. I'm very, very excited about it. We've got a ton of watch guests coming in. They will, whether they're brand owners, brand representatives, watch collectors, store owners. We've got a lot of people that we're going to be partnering up, bringing in as guests. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of knowledge. We're really looking forward to that. I've got 2 new brands already here at WatchGauge headquarters. Behind this wall here is our inventory, our packing, and things like that. Behind this wall, I've got 2 new brands that I will be launching. I don't want to do that until my collaboration with those other guys that I had mentioned is finalized, which is probably 2 or 3 weeks from now. I am also working very hard on new WatchGauge exclusive limited editions that we're working on designs, working on quantities, we're working on a handful of watches that you will only ever be able to find on WatchGauge. I think we're working on 4 of them at the moment that we will periodically release over time. I don't want to do too many and too many at one shot, so I figure every 3 months or so we're going to do a WatchGauge exclusive limited edition with various brands. Some that you're going to love, some you might not love, but you'll only be able to get them here on WatchGauge, so that's also very exciting. And finally, standing in a new room here at WatchGauge HQ, a friend of mine and I have been building out this room, better acoustics, better lighting. It's going to be for the podcast, for the videoing. It is also going to be for entertaining because what I didn't expect going into WatchGauge is that we have guests who stop by, actually pretty frequently. As a matter of fact, last night, our good friend Ricardo from the Urban Gentry Watch Club, he shot us a text and said, hey, I'm not too far from you. You guys, you want a little company. So he showed up last night, maybe about 7 o'clock, and we ended up hanging out, bantering till about 11 p.m. Towards the end of it, we're thinking, gee, we should have recorded all this. It would have been made for some entertaining and enlightening video, but next time. So this room will also be for entertaining and having fun. So there's other exciting stuff going on as well behind the scenes. Again, that's why it's been pretty quiet here on social media, on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and so on and so forth. So that's the explanation. We have a lot to look forward to. If you have any questions, any comments, anything like that, let us know. Oh, one thing I want to do mention, for anybody, any of my friends in the watch industry who are watching this, I've reached out to a few of you. But in this room, as you can see, I've got some signage up that happens to be from local breweries, people we're friends with and we know really well. What I want to do for this wall behind me is I want to decorate it with some watch-related material. So if you're one of the brands that I deal with, or if you work for another brand or anything like that, and you've got some cool signage, some cool backdrop, things that I can hang up, please send them my way or give me a call. Let me know. For any of you who don't have stuff but have good ideas of what we can do with the back wall, that'd be great too. Eventually I'm going to do some shelves, I'm going to do wall unit, things like that, but again, this room is literally brand new, so we have a bit of work to do on it. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing of Gavox watches. So Michael from Gavox is he's a great guy. We've been going back and forth for probably close to a year now about getting WatchGauge to be an authorized retailer of Gavox. We have not been able to put it together yet. Michael, I know you're probably going to be seeing this, so come on, what are we waiting for? But that being said, Michael sent me over 2 watches that I'm going to pass off to a very good friend of mine who is going to do a proper review of one, if not both of those. I know he's pretty backed up with his reviews, so it may be a month or 2 or 3 before he gets to them. But so I figured I have them here. I haven't opened them yet. Let's unbox them on video. We'll go over a couple of the finer points and details, but without getting too in-depth. I'll leave that for my buddy who's much better reviewer than I am. And let's take a look. Okay, you're gonna have to excuse the desk here. This is a temporary desk. We're in the middle of having a new one built. Custom-made desk for the new office, which I'm excited about. So here are the Gavox watches that Michael had sent to us. Again, this is going to a good friend of mine who's very good at doing watch reviews. But I figured, why not? Let's do an unboxing here. So Michael has sent 2 watches to me here, as you can see. They're both from his Squadron collection. One is the Squadron Steel, I'm not sure which one. The other one was specifically made for the Belgian 350th Squadron of F-16 pilots. So it's a special edition. So let's take a quick peek. See what he sent in here first. Pretty cool, some counter cards. Some cards you can hand out at shows, or if you have a showroom, which I don't. Oh, that's pretty cool. Some Gavox stickers. You guys have never seen my my truck, but I've got a couple stickers on the back window. It's tinted. I don't know if these will show up, but if it does show up, I'll be sticking one on the back of my car to represent for Michael here in New York. Very cool. NATO straps. Guessing this is the Belgian flag colors. I may be completely wrong. If I am, I apologize. And this one's more like a desert color, almost like an olive color. This is actually my first time getting my hands on Michael's watches firsthand. I've been admiring his brand for quite a while now. I'm excited to open them up, see what we've got here. Let's take a look at this one first. I think this seems to pull out. Yes, so that comes out, and yeah, I did it. First try. Okay, so this is the Squadron Steel, and this one will be the Belgian 350th Squadron pilots. That's cool. Gavox military watches, Belgian Air Force Squadron patch. Velcro, that's nice. Really nice quality. Awesome. And there we are with the Squadron piece. So I'll adjust the camera angle here, we'll get a closer look at them, go over a couple of the details, nothing too crazy, I'll leave that to the pros, and give me a moment. So the camera angle's adjusted a little bit, so I just went to take this out of the box. I put it back in because it's really got the coolest insert here, which is just, this is fine details. So, you know, you take the watch out, it's on this foam pillow, and then when I remove the pillow itself, the cushion itself, is actually shaped exactly like the watch. On this side it's smooth, and on the right side here, it's got the cutouts for the crown and the pushers, and it's shaped like the watch. Very, very cool little detail, Michael. Nice job. Nice job. It's just, it's little touches like that that makes you like a brand and their creativity and their passion. It's not just a product, right? It's something that they're pouring their heart into, their soul. So at first glance, it's just a really, really clean aviation chronograph. So the Squadron collection is 316 surgical stainless steel. It's 41 millimeters in diameter without the crown and pushers. It's relatively thin for a bigger watch like this. It's 12 millimeters in depth, which I think is a really nice depth to the watch. You can see compared to my Stratton, which I think is a bit thicker by 2 or 3 millimeters. It's got a screw down crown. Hands and markers on the dial are super luminescent. The bezel is, I can tell right away just by feeling it, it's a 120 click unidirectional bezel. It's got a very, very, very nice snap to it. Very strong but smooth bezel action on that. Looking at the features of the watch, it's got obviously a chronograph. It's a quartz ronda movement. So start, stop, reset. You've got your date at 4 o'clock. This watch also has what most watches these days don't, or most watches any days don't. It's got a 12-hour alarm, so you could actually set this to wake you up, to alert you when you've got places to be or things to do. So it's got a 12-hour alarm, which I really, really like. Stainless steel bracelet, comes with a NATO strap, and the water resistance on it is 300 feet, 10 atmospheres. Screwed lug holes. Looks like I haven't gotten into it, but those are screws there, so it's a solid bar going through. To adjust the bracelet, it's pins. Folding clasp with a safety lock and buttons. And let's see if I can focus in there, a really nicely engraved case back. It's got a sticker on there now, but it's a nicely engraved case back. So the Gavox Squadron pieces, this particular piece, the stainless steel, also comes in a black version, which I believe is PVD. These are limited to 500 pieces, 500 piece limited edition. And let's just get a look at the special edition, the Belgian 350th Squadron for F-16 fighter pilots. Now this is the black case and bracelet. Again, I believe it's PVD. Try to get us a good focus here if I can. Same exact watch, same specs, 120 click bezel, 300 feet water resistance, Swiss Ronda movement with chronograph and alarm. And then looking more closely, let me unscrew the crown and move the minute hand there. All right, I had a little trouble with the focus there, but I worked it out. So the logo there in the 3 o'clock subdial, I am sure is the logo for the Belgian 350th Squadron. This piece is limited to 100 pieces worldwide. I believe there's maybe 20 of these left on Michael's website. I saw it. So I don't carry Gavox at the moment, again, as I mentioned, but I hope to in the future. I will have a link in the description. It's gavox.com, simple enough. The spelling is Gavox.com. Now both of these pieces retail for 400 euro, which in today's exchange rate I believe is just about $500 US. You can purchase them on his website, hopefully soon at watchgauge.com. So this was just a quick unboxing. Again, I have a friend of mine who's going to be doing a proper review of these. May take a little while because he is a bit backed up But that all being said, really appreciate Michael sending these to us. Let's do business soon, my friend. Let me just close out this video. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. As always, follow our Facebook page. Subscribe here on YouTube, comment, like this video, please, and Instagram, Twitter. And don't forget, you could always go to watchgauge.com, sign up for our newsletter. I send out maybe one newsletter a month, so your inbox is not going to get inundated with emails from us. Only when we have something fun to show, or some really newsworthy things, or new brands, or new limited editions, or whatever. So right now, we're working hard on a collaboration. That's going to be a lot of fun. I wish I can give you more details, but stay tuned for that. We're working hard on the video podcast, which is going to be fantastic. A lot of fun, a lot of information, and a lot of great people. We've got 2 new brands coming out very, very soon, maybe 3-4 weeks before that happens. I'm working on WatchGauge Limited Editions that we're also going to be announcing probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And finally, thank you for joining us in our new studio room, which is brand new. It's completely unfinished. Again, if you're a friend who's in the watch industry, you've got some brand-related or watch-related stuff you'd like in the backdrop wall here, touch base with me, send me an email, shoot me a phone call, a text, whatever it may be. We'd like to represent your brand over here on the back wall as we're shooting our videos. And I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with as far as ideas for this as well. Thank you so much again, guys. Have a great day. Oh, happy Easter. Have a great Easter. Easter is this Sunday, so if you celebrate Easter, I hope you really enjoy this great holiday with your family, your friends, and celebration, food, everything, whatever you do. Spring is here. When I think of Easter, I think spring is here. Although we got 18 inches of snow last week, spring is here finally. The weather's going to start getting warmer. The days are getting longer. My favorite time of the year is going into the spring and into the summer, and having an absolute blast doing this stuff. So thank you guys so much. It is a ton of fun, and I will get back to you after Easter weekend. Thanks, guys.